Hey, it's a girl, your paralegal, aka Cassandra Lynn, and welcome to Legal Doc Talk 24/7. Hope you guys are having an awesome Thursday. Y'all, we're going to tap in over to Michigan in regards to the Kelli Bryant's welfare case. As you all are aware, if you tapped into my last update that I did, she ended up with 3 counts of welfare fraud. Pretty much getting benefits and not using it on the kids. She was overpaid. Well, what they call it is an overpayment, but in all reality, she applied for food stamps, got the benefits, and used it on herself. So that is considered fraud when you're obtaining government assistance and you're not using it on your kids, because obviously you have to put your children who lives in the household with you in order to get these benefits. Let's hop right on into it. So, as you guys can kind of see what the charges were, as I stated before, it is 3 counts of fraud welfare, well over 500,000. I'm sorry, $500 for each account. She had her arraignment on March 12th, 2025, and I believe the day before yesterday, on the 25th, she had a bond hearing for these particular charges alone. It was initially set at roughly $14,000, but they have to go through all of their evidence and everything. And she had a hearing to try to see if she can actually get it reduced. And I'm going to tap in and let you see what the judges said and why the judge ruled in the way that she did. But her bond was increased to $29,397. And I'm going to tap in to the video so y'all can understand why. They do have a probable cause hearing scheduled for April 15th, 2025. So remember, the probable cause hearing is to see if evidence to actually charge her with the 3 counts of welfare fraud. All right, so without further ado, let's go into the actual hearing, uh, and you guys can understand why the judge ruled the way that she
Calling
did.
People versus Kelly Bryant. The case number is 25310FY.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Erica Smith appearing on behalf of the people. No objection to having this hearing held via Zoom.
And good afternoon, Your Honor. Cecilia Karen Hongo here on behalf and with Kelli Bryant. She's present via Zoom from the Oakland County Jail. We have no objection to Zoom, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Bryant, would you please?
Kelli Bryant.
Thank you. This is the time and date set for a probable cause conference on the charged counts, 4 counts of welfare fraud. How did you want to proceed, Ms. Kirandongo?
Your Honor, I did receive, I want to say, about 600 pages of discovery from Ms. Smith. I'm asking, we have Ms. Bryant's other matter scheduled for an adjourned PCC on 4/15. I'm asking that this be set over to that date for another probable cause conference as well. Ms. Bryant is going to waive her right to have the exam within 21 days.
All right. I'll note the waiver of the 21 days. Is that date good for people as well, Ms. Smith?
It is. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. So given that the 21 days is waived, we will set a second probable cause conference on this case for April 15th.
600 pages worth of discovery, that is a lot. So I do understand as to why they wanted to get a continuance. Phew. All right, let's tap right back on into it.
Ms. Kirandongo, is the other case set at 1:30 or later, to your knowledge?
2 p.m. is what I have in my account.
Yes, that's correct.
It's at what time?
2 p.m.
Okay.
2 p.m.
I'll set this one at 2 p.m. as well. As to bond?
Your Honor, in regards to bond, so Ms. Bryant was arraigned not by Your Honor. She was given a $14,000 and change cash bond to be posted in her name only. I do believe that that's actually an illegal bond. Um, Ms. Bryant, pursuant to MCR 6, it would be the subsection C, but she doesn't qualify for a monetary bond under subsection B at all. It's not a murder or treason case, and it's not a violent offense, which then defaults down to subsection C, which talks about the court must give a personal recognizance bond with conditions if it doesn't meet any of the conditions in subsection B. And so I believe that there was an abuse in discretion when the court set her bond the way they did. And I'm asking this court to grant a personal recognizance bond on this case with conditions. The court is aware, had already on her other case, there is a $50,000 cash bond, cash only bond. Um, she's still in the Oakland County Jail, but I believe in this case she's entitled to a personal recognizance bond by statute. So that's what I'm asking for. She was not on release status, criminal history. There was nothing else outstanding when this case came in, so she's not ineligible for personal bond under those circumstances either.
All right, thank you.
So I'm asking the court to grant that.
Just to clarify before I hear from people as to the bond matter, the standard is not abuse of discretion for review of the bond. It's whether in a particularized review of the case, the court determines that that would be appropriate. But Ms. Smith.
Your Honor, if the court's inclined to grant a personal bond, I would just ask that it be in the amount of about $29,000 because that's the amount of overissuance that Ms. Bryant was given for benefits in this case that were given to her children that did not live in her household.
Okay. This is a financial issue, and what Ms. Kirandongo says regarding the setting of a bond in this case, the court will consider. Because this is not a violent offense, there is no indication that there's a need for custody as a result of this case. And I will note, I do have the report from pretrial services recommending release with conditions, understanding that she'll still be held on the other case. But on this case, I will modify the bond to a $29,397 personal bond with conditions. Ms. Bryant may not possess a weapon of any sort. There's to be no assaultive conduct at all while this case is pending. So we do have a probable cause conference set for April 15th at 2 p.m. Zoom. Thank you.
Thank you.
Was a little low, but hopefully you guys ended up getting, getting information that you needed to understand as to why it was raised to the 29,000 and some changes, because it represents the overpayment. Now, it's a personal recognizance, meaning that if she didn't have that other case, she would be able to be released on her own, personal recognizance, guaranteeing that she will show up for the next hearing. And, if she doesn't show up, then that will be further consequences with the court. But that's what the personal recognizance is. But being that she is still held on the child abuse charges, then it's a little bit different. But it's wild to know that she received this. I'm like, you didn't have the kids and you wasn't providing the food to the kids. So exactly what were you doing with those benefits? I would never understand. I will never understand this. So that is that on the welfare fraud case. Once again, if any updates or any other hearings arise, I will definitely tune in and update you guys. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until then, you all be blessed, and I'm out. Bye.